Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.
Great day, everyone. This is Dolores Williams with Divine Connections. We are a magazine that comes out quarterly. We are faith-based and inspirational. We connect with gospel artists, praise dance, mimes, entrepreneurs, pastors, anybody that's doing something positive in the community. Our magazine comes out quarterly in print as well as online. And currently our issue is here. So if you have not got a copy, please make sure you go to divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions and get your copy. We have a lot of entrepreneurs and gospel artists and resources in this magazine, so please do so. All right, so next on the agenda, we're going to go over some Divine Connections news of what's going on right now. So our next agenda is I'm looking for vendors for my next anniversary, Divine Connections 11th magazine anniversary. God has been good. So we've been here 11 years. And so during my events, I bring in choirs and praise dance and moms and vendors, and we network and worship together and support each other. And so that is, Lord's willing, September 11th, Saturday, and I'm looking for vendors. So if you are interested, call 336-338, text me, 336-338-8903. If you would like to be a part, so I can give you some details and we can see what we can do from there. Also, if you are a business or a ministry, or if you have a book or you are a gospel artist and you need a 30-second or a 60-second commercials, we can provide that for you. So if you would like to contact me to get that 30-second or 60-second commercial for your business or your ministry, please do so at Divine Connections Magazine at gmail.com. Awesome. So what's next on the agenda? Just like you saw before, we actually have sponsors and we have some sponsorships available. So if you would like to be a sponsor on Divine Connection Show, we would need a 30-second commercial. If you don't have one, of course, we can create one for you. I'm looking for 3 more sponsors, and it's a 3-month agreement so we can continue to market you and your business so we can share your message with the masses. And next, as we know, time is really going on. So next month, of course, we are celebrating the mothers. They are phenomenal. We having a Mother's Day campaign, okay? So my goal is to honor 100 mothers, and I would ask for a picture and a paragraph of why your mom is the best mom ever. She will be in the publication, and she will get a certificate and a Divine Connections mask, all right? So you can do that, and more details with that is at bit.ly/mom my divine connections, because I know my mom is my divine connections and I'm grateful. So we're just going to take the time just to love on them and appreciate them as well. All right, next, if you are a business owner, we are looking for sponsors. For only $25, you can be a part of this Mother's Day campaign. and share one of your gifts that you have for mothers with one of the mothers on the list, and as well as be listed in the Divine Connections directory. Okay, so we would love to take this time to honor our mothers. If you would like to your mom to be a part, please inbox me. And if you would like to be a sponsor, please inbox me. We look forward to making it happen. Look, check us out on social media platforms, you guys. We are on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. We are on Instagram at Divine Connections. And we have our YouTube channel at The Divine Connections. Make sure you subscribe and click on that notification button. And so today I am honored to have a special guest on the line. Mr. Kenneth Joyner is in the house. Welcome, Mr. Kenneth. How are you?
I am doing fine. How about yourself?
Doing well, doing well. Well, introduce yourself to the audience, please, and tell us where you're from.
Okay, I am Kenneth Joyner, currently residing in Greenville, North Carolina, originally from Elizabeth City, North Carolina. And uh, I just a mental health therapist. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I'm a man of the people, I like to say. So I
Like
do mental health outpatient therapy and community work just to make sure that people get whatever they need or whatever I can give to them. I try to give to them.
absolutely, absolutely. I love that because that is definitely much needed. So, just elaborate on your business and what it is that you do.
Okay. So I'm currently owner of Therapeutic Interactions Counseling Services, where I do one-on-one therapy, mental health and substance abuse. It's me and a partner of mine, and we take clients. And the reason why we started the business was because we found that some clients had gaps in their ability to access services. So there was a population that we saw that struggled with either having the insurance to pay, or if they had to pay out of pocket, they didn't have the funds, which would lead to gaps in them being able to get consistent services. So that's where the idea was birthed from, and that's what we do pretty much. So that's the main thing that I do. I also subcontract with other counties in the Eastern North Carolina area as well. So that's one of the many things that I do, but that's the main thing.
Awesome, awesome. And we know that mental health is greatly needed.
Yes.
So, elaborate what else you do.
So I do a little bit of community work too. One of the other things that I'm very passionate about that I do is this initiative that we have called You Good Bro. It's me and two partners of mine. Shout out to Jazz and Steph. And we created this roundtable space for men because a lot of times men don't have or don't identify a safe space where they can just talk about issues that they deal with. A lot of times we know that men have a tendency to bottle things up, maybe not address certain things. So we create a safe space that we hold every 2 weeks. It's virtual right now, but when it first started, we were face to face in the Greenville area. And we served the area, but people came from surrounding counties as far as Raleigh, all the way down to maybe like Williamston on the eastern end. And we just sit there and talk about different subjects. So from finances to relationships to mental health to police brutality, just societal norms, those type of topics. And we do that every 2 weeks. And then also we have an extension, a podcast, which is an extension of that session that allows the masses to be able to hear some of those conversations as well. So that's my other passion.
Awesome. So what are some concerns that the men have? Tell us.
Some of the concerns, like I said, relationship concerns. Finding out how to navigate relationships. You may have men that are trying to learn what they need to do before marriage. You may have men that are in marriage and struggling with just being able to hold things down. We talk about family, balancing family and work, and those type of things. Finances, how to get ahead if you're struggling with finances, how to leverage certain capital in order to make more and be able to put yourself in a good position, investment ideas, those type of things. We bring a lot to the table. It's a lot of things that we get a chance to kind of dig into. So past traumas, overcoming past traumas, a lot of different subjects.
Awesome. Is it one-on-one with these individuals? Do you have one-on-one as well as group?
So the You Good Bro space is just for groups. I have had some situations where guys have reached out to me for one-on-one, And then we have guys that have personal relationships with each other's and each other in the group, so they're able to talk one on one. We have a few people with background in counseling that are in the group, so we have some pieces that may break off and become one on one conversations. But the group itself is just for a group vibe.
Awesome. So what are suggestions for finance?
Say it again for me.
What are some suggestions for finance?
Finances. So I am not the expert on finances,
Okay.
but from from what I gather, some of the suggestions, and I won't use specific numbers, even though we went over specific numbers, but some of the suggestions would be taking portions and making sure that you tell your money where to go. So budgeting your money down to the last dollar. Even if you do have things for like miscellaneous spending, you still want to make sure you budget down to your last dollar, and then taking a certain percentage and making sure that you save, taking a certain percentage, making sure that you invest, and making sure that you pay yourself first. A lot of times we put the priority of making sure we pay out first, when at the end of the day, if you don't have it, you don't have it. But make sure that you pay yourself first, because if you do, at some point, you will.
Awesome. And tell us a little bit about maybe some people that come in with the mental health issues, like if a person is dealing with what that they should come in as far as mental health.
So for me, a lot of my specialty that I work with, a lot of my clients, they deal with anxiety, depression, and bipolar. Those are my areas that I've had the most experience with. But I have people that come in for relational issues. They may come in because they want to learn how to navigate their marriage a little bit better. I have people that come in that may be dealing with past trauma, um, personality issues like personality disorders. I have people that come in, like I said, with substance abuse related issues. Um, you name it. If they have something that they feel like they don't like as far as how their life is going, then they come to me and we sort them out. If I can't get to them, then I do have places that I can refer them to that can better help them. So they come for just about anything, honestly.
Awesome. Now, resources as well.
Say it again for me.
Do you have just verbal one-on-one, or do you have resources for them as well?
Yeah, so we do a lot of talk therapy. I like talk therapy, but I also give them tools to walk away with. So a lot of times the way I will do it, we do a lot of talk therapy in between the hour that we sit with each other, and then for homework, I'll give activities to do to come back and with for the next session. And then in between time, if I find resources that can help them, tools that can help them, I'll give them those as well. And I will go the extra yard. I guess it's the social worker in me. I'll go the extra yard and link them to resources if necessary. So if they have like economic issues or something that maybe can be addressed by social services or something like that, I have relationships in the area that I can leverage and try to link them to the proper resources.
Awesome. So, what about suicide? If someone's dealing with suicide, do y'all deal with those as well?
Yes, definitely, definitely. So, like I said, that's one of the areas that I see a lot because I deal with depression and bipolar clients much. So, I see a lot of issues where people deal with suicidal ideations, sometimes homicidal ideations. So, we have crisis intervention plans that we have to go through and just trying to link them, like I said, to services where they can make sure that if they have some issues, they know where to go and how to support themselves. So mobile crisis, um, if they need to, walking them through the process of going through hospitalization, helping their natural supports know what to do if they get into a funk and they look like they may need hospitalization or they may need crisis intervention. So
Awesome. So, tell us, and I just see that Jasmine put you also are a speaker. So, if you need to speak, a professor, as well as conference keynote as well. So, if someone needs you for a conference or what have you, share us with that information.
yeah, so if you want to reach me for a conference, I think you put the information down, but you can definitely email me at ka.joyner@yahoo, or you can go through my website at therapeuticinteractions.com, or you can text or call the number at 252-689-8671. And I do conferences and seminars and trainings because I like to spread the awareness about mental health. I like to try to bridge the gap, break down stigmas for people who might feel like this is just for quote unquote crazy people or people who don't have it together. When at the end of the day, it's just as important as going to the doctor and getting a checkup, a physical, because you need to make sure that you're in tune with yourself. We deal with so many things that condition us, and we're surrounded by so many distractions that an outside assessment will help you kind of bring things together. So I just try to spread that awareness, give as much information as I can. So if it's in my scope, I will come and I will help uh, bring whatever information you feel like I can provide to whatever population you serve.
Awesome. I was going to say, what is the youngest maybe man that has come for assistance?
So man, the youngest man definitely 18 years old, but the youngest that I've ever served, the youngest male that I've ever served has probably been about 4 years old. I usually cut off at about six. So I do children and adults. I usually cut off at about six. Right now I do majority adults, but I have them ranging from as young as 18 as far as adulthood goes. And I think the oldest male I've ever seen was maybe late 70s, early 80s.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Anything else you want to share with what you do?
Say it again for me.
Anything else you want to share with what you do?
Um, I think right now that kind of sums up everything. It's a couple of other things that I do. Like I'm a avid fan of spoken word. So I do spoken word as well, and I bridge the gap between spoken word and therapy. So sometimes for younger populations, I will do like spoken word pieces or music related pieces just to bridge the gap. But I'm just out here trying to make a change, trying to do my due diligence.
And we are grateful. We are grateful for that. Awesome. So leave us with a word of encouragement.
So, a word of encouragement. Like I said, the first thing that I would say is definitely buy into the idea of mental health. It's a safe place. You're covered by confidentiality, so legally, no information can leave the room unless you give permission. So that's the first thing. But the second thing that I would tell people is, if you're having anything right now that you're dealing with that you may be nervous about or scared of, I would say grab it by the horns and go forward. You're going to do nothing but regret because 5 years from now, you won't be the same person you are now. You won't be in the same mind frame that you are now. You're going to be exposed to new information and you're going to wish that you took that thing by the horns. So, whatever is in front of you, we know God has not given us a spirit of fear. So, grab it by the horns and go forward.
Awesome. What's like the duration of your session?
Max, I usually do an hour. Sometimes it goes over, and I won't stop it right on the hour as long as there's nothing behind it that I have to make sure I transition to. But max an hour, probably the minimum. We usually do about 25 to 30 minutes.
Awesome. And I know insurance also, don't they pay for therapy?
Insurances,
Hmm.
yes. So most of your major insurances will pay for at least a portion of therapy. So the insurances that we accept Blue Cross Blue Shield, we accept Aetna, MedCost, TRICARE, MHN, Magellan, and I believe NC Health Choice. I'm missing one because it's another one out there I'm missing. But we don't accept Medicaid, but I allow people with Medicaid to have a sliding scale fee. So we work with you based off of what you feel like you can handle, and then we find a sliding scale fee that works well for you.
Awesome. All right. I'm trying to think of one more thing. So how does a person know they need to come and have
Well,
therapy?
what I will say is you have a lot of indicators that may help. Like I said, I think you should definitely check in if at least annually. with the mental health professional just to assess and see. But some of the things that might be an indicator that you may need to come in and just get an assessment, just see, just talk to somebody and see what they feel. Is if you feel like anger is causing you to do things that are outside of your character.
Mm-hmm.
If anything is causing you to disrupt your normal routine of life. So if work is starting to move differently, if sleep is starting to move differently, if appetite is starting to move differently, that's a reason to check in. Also, if a lot of the people around you that have been around you for a while and that you consider, I guess, to be people that are of good judgment, if they're saying that you seem off, seem different, or if they're saying that you're not yourself, that could be a reason to check in. And that's not to say that you agree that that's an issue or something's going on. That's just to say, let me go and get a professional opinion to assess. And then they may tell you that, hey, it's just burnout, or hey, it's nothing major. But I would advise for you to go and at least see, at least cross reference.
Absolutely. So share with us um, benefits that you feel as people have come into the program and left, how they are a better person now.
Yes, I get a lot of success stories. I'll be honest. Not all of them are success stories. And because of who I am, I struggled at the beginning of doing this when I walked out and I didn't see the success. But I had to learn to deal with that. But I do get a lot of success stories where they come back and they let me know, like, hey, Mr. Joyner, I really appreciate you. Me and my wife are on a great page. Now, me and my child are getting along a lot better. Or I've advanced in my career. I've been able to get a job and sustain housing, or I'm not as angry as I used to be. I'm not in trouble with the law anymore. I've been able to progress through life, or I've just been able to hit my goals of 6 hours of quality sleep a night, stuff like that. From small goals to big goals, I've seen a lot of success going for well over the years.
Awesome. Well, we're grateful for you. Anything else you want to share before we leave? What you have coming up next? Any workshops?
So let me make sure I get the date right. In May 16th, I'll be in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I will be a speaker. I think it's going to be 3 or 4 of us. I'll be a speaker at an event. It's a mental health and empowerment event, and it's called Mentally Strong. It's going to be hosted by iRock Therapy, owned by Shanika Davis in the area. And this is the second annual. The last one was a big hit, and I'm excited because a lot of people left there with a lot of connections and resources, but a lot of tools and information that they can walk away with that can help them further themselves in life. So that's coming up next month. And then you can, if you follow me, I would say, well, follow me on Instagram at Kenny J _ 3, and on Facebook at Kenneth TJ Joyner. And I should be rolling out something new. I haven't told too many people about it, but the spoken word thing that I told you about and the music I did that I told you about, I have this production company, God Sent Productions LLC, and we're probably going to be bringing some new material probably at the beginning of May. So if you follow me, you'll see some of that roll out, and then that should be exciting. I'm excited about that. That should be exciting. I'm excited to see how it's going to be received and how effective it can be.
I love it. Much needed for sure. Thank you so much for coming today. I'm so excited because mental health is greatly needed with a lot of things going on in the community. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, in the community. So I'm definitely grateful to have you on today. You all, please take advantage of this opportunity. Now, do you do just men?
No. I do all populations,
Oh, okay,
so
all
I don't
population. Okay.
discriminate. Yes.
All right, awesome. And if somebody he's in North Carolina, but what if somebody's not in North Carolina?
So if you're not in North Carolina, I don't want to get myself in trouble. Policy wise, because I'm technically, I'll be honest with you. I've only served people inside of North Carolina because before COVID hit, you only can serve the state that you're licensed in, and I'm only licensed to provide in North Carolina.
Okay.
With COVID hitting and with everything kind of going virtual, there may be some policies that may open the door for me to be able to provide virtual across lines, but it would still be a matter of probably getting some paperwork and some OKs first.
Awesome. Well, we are great. Anything else you want to share?
No, not at all. That I just thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I will be following the magazine, and we'll keep in touch definitely
For sure.
on multiple chains. But I just thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much for the opportunity. This is my guest, Kenneth Joyner. You guys make sure you stay connected with this young man. He is here to help. He takes different insurances. He's able to talk to you and give you some direction and some guidance, and it is definitely much needed. Mental health is a serious area that a lot of people, everybody really, that needs to be a part of. And see, he is a phenomenal resource for you. Awesome. People just chiming in. I was trying to make sure I get that on there. So you know that you are supported and loved. Awesome. So here is his information again, his website, his number, and his email. So make sure you guys stay connected with Mr. Kenneth Joyner. And we are greatly appreciate for you coming on today. So thank you for being my guest today. Hold on. Oh, wait. Mommy says something. I got to put that up there.
My mother. That's my biggest supporter.
Why you probably could do why you do, because you're loved. And it makes a difference.
Yes, it does.
A lot of these young men don't have mentors and support, and they just out here, don't know where to go. So I'm definitely grateful for what you do and your family and everybody coming on to support. That is phenomenal. I love it. My family supports me as well, and it helps a great deal.
It does.
So bless you all. We are getting ready to end, but of course there's his information again. So stay connected to Mr. Kenneth Joyner. Reach out to him, you guys. Don't be shame or anything. Reach out to him.
Right.
Hold on.
And Go ahead. I feel it.
I gotta put
it right. We are definitely a team. I got the meanest street team. So I will say, going back to your question about providing services outside of the state, I do give consultation, which nothing is wrong with that, across state lines. So if somebody wants to contact me just for a free consultation, I do free 15-minute consultations. And even if I can't help personally, I do have some colleagues in other areas that I can connect them to. So please don't let that be a barrier that keeps you from reaching out.
Awesome. Love it. So thank you for coming on today. This is Mr. Kenneth Joyner, and thank you so much for being my guest. This is Dolores Williams with Divine Connections Magazine. Make sure you stay connected to the #1 Divine Connector, which is Jesus Christ. And now we're going to turn it over to our sponsors, and we will talk to you soon. So don't go anywhere, Kenneth. I'll be right back.
All right.
Hello and welcome to the fabulous world of Dream Builders Realty, where we are fulfilling dreams and lifestyles. My name is Trish Adams and I'm the owner-operator, and I have a fabulous team here to help you with your real estate needs. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, we're here to help you. If you need questions on down payment assistance, if you have credit that's not so great but you need some help with that, we're here. We are your go-to people. So please feel free to reach out and we can help you with any of those needs. And you can contact any of our fabulous agents at 336-770-2712.
Dream Builders!
Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.
All right, have a great one. Hold tight.